to this evening's podcast. I am Chaotic Eternity, and tonight's podcast, excuse me, I'm saying like 50 bazillion times. I'm going to talk to you about my very first haunted doll and how I brought her into my home and found her and how I connected with her and how exactly I decided that I wanted to become a spirit keeper. So, with further ado, I bring to you my first spirited vessel. This is Roberta. When I first adopted her, her given name to me was Zelle, Zelle. Her background story was that she was a white witch who practiced earth magic, and she didn't disclose how she passed. I did adopt her from an Etsy account. Hey, Paranormal Dwarf, welcome in. I got her from Haunted Heart Shop on Etsy. I do speak with the owner quite often. I do have other vessels I have adopted from her. So she did come with an age. She is, I didn't write it down. I always forget how old. I think she's 44. I could always confirm that. I do have my dowsing rods. I'm hearing 46. She's probably 46 years old. I am clairaudient, so we can confirm with the dowsing rods. I like to confirm. I do have a K2 meter up. She told me last night she was upset with me. I do have obviously a ton of other vessels behind me. I've been really busy. I have over 44 vessels, possibly more. I have a whole box of other dolls that I just recently got. I haven't pulled them out to feel them out yet, that I got off the marketplace. I just find them. So with further ado, let's just confirm her. I have custom made dowsing rods. Roberta, let's just confirm your age because I'm a forgetful spirit keeper. Are you 46? Yes. Okay, so she is 46. I'm terrible with ages. I can't even remember how old my mother is anymore. So she'll forgive me. So she is 46 years old. She has not disclosed to me how she's passed. The last time that I sat down with her and we really just conversed, I got out of her that it was an accident. She had some sort of accident of some sort. She did pass in the 1990s. So she is a fairly recent spirit. She likes her whiskey. I do give her alcohol offerings, which is how I connected to her. So let me tell you how I connected with her. So I was on Etsy just toying with the idea of adopting a haunted doll. Because I wake up and I see shadow figures walk through my bedroom all the time. My house is not haunted, by the way. I'm just sensitive to spirit. I don't like to put a label on myself. Other people have voluntarily called me medium. Um, I don't like labeling myself. I can't just connect to your loved ones and give you messages like that. That's not what I do. Not yet, at least. I do get messages like my father will come through every now and again. And I will cry. So, at least around Father's Day, I did. Um, I was just browsing through Etsy. I was just like checking out all the shops. I just got done reading Patty Negri's Dollcraft book that I just randomly picked up for shits and giggles at the um, Rock Island Paracon in my brain is just blank today. Illinois. I've got a cat rubbing against my legs, so I may just pause for that. Yeah, was it Illinois? Is it between Davenport, Iowa, and don't ask me to ever give you directions. My husband says I'm awful. But anyways, yeah, it's Illinois. I get Illinois and Indiana mixed up. By the way, it's an amazing Paracon. I went because Annabelle was going to be there. I actually went there for another reason. The person who was supposed to be there, she was supposed to be a guest and ended up not going. I was very disappointed. But I digress. I met some really cool people. I did meet Patty Negri, and she did sign my book. It was really cool. So I just read her book. I was just browsing these dolls, and I came across her, and I kept looking at her, and it had been days. I was at one of my best friend's houses, who is also clairaudient, by the way. And she was resting, and we were gonna go to karaoke, and I was just chilling out, and all of a sudden I started to smell like a banana liqueur. Like, I don't know if you ever had bamboo rum. It smells like bananas. That's what I was smelling, which was really bizarre. Because my friend doesn't keep any alcohol in her house, and I was smelling my shirt, I was smelling my coat, I was smelling her couch, her blankets, I was smelling everything. But I just kept smelling it, and she finally came up from the basement, and I said, "Can you come here for a second? Can you smell like right in here, like right in front of me? Do you smell like a banana rum or a banana liqueur?" She's like, "Girl, I don't smell anything." She goes, "That's all you." She goes, "You're the one that has all the different clairs." She goes, "I only have clairaudience." And I'm like, okay. So I'm just totally connecting with this doll, long distance. This spirit, so. And I'm like, this is crazy. So I messaged the keeper who was adopting her out, and I asked her, I said, "So I have a question for you. It's probably going to sound like really out of left field, but do you, by chance, give your vessels alcohol, like liquor?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I do all the time." That was probably one of the craziest things for me, to connect with a spirit that I have never been around before, long distance, through a picture. And that's what started my journey through adoption. I was like, okay, well, I've connected with Zell, and I am going to adopt her. Like, I'm just gonna do it. I have never spirit kept before. I've never like invited spirits into my home like this, willingly at least, because I mean they've just come through. And so I adopted her and became very anxious waiting for her to arrive. And when she did, it was like I could feel her through the box. And it was pretty awesome. She has a bullet light that hangs off of her. She doesn't turn it on very often. She did quite a bit when I first got her. But although she has been upset with me lately, so being busy with a bunch of other spirits in the house. But I did tell her I'd wake it up to her. Didn't I, Roberta? You're probably wondering why I call her Roberta. I did a channeling session with her, with my friend. She actually remembers all of her past lives and her names. And she did choose to change her name to Roberta. And she said I could call her either Zell or Roberta, but she prefers Roberta. When did I realize she wasn't just an ordinary doll? When I first got her home, unpacked, I did a whole unboxing thing for her, and I posted it on the Tickety Talks, and I did all of that. Is when I really started to feel her was the cold spots. Like, I knew when she was next to me. Ma'am, I've got a cat trying to pop up underneath her. Like, I'd feel colder spots next to me, like somebody standing next to me, or if I was sitting down, I'd feel like almost somebody sitting next to me. Definitely significant temperature changes. She did turn her light on quite a bit. Luckily, I did have the EMF reader that I got at the Paracon, so that was nice to have. So she would use the EMF reader to just respond to me. I already had pendulums, so I could use a pendulum to speak with her. So I had some tools. But I think my clairaudiency had already been coming in, and I was ignoring it. And she knew it because I would hear her, and she would tell me that I needed to trust in my gifts, listen to myself. Like, she really pushed me to step away from using a lot of tools, and she would not use things on purpose. I just heard, damn right. She's definitely an intelligent attachment. And now that my abilities have opened up more, I can tell facial expression changes on the actual vessels. And I could tell last night she looked very unhappy with me. So, I have tried communicating with her with pendulums, spirit boxes. I have used. I have a PSV7. I've used it a little bit. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I feel like I don't get a lot on those. I have experimented with apps. A lot of them are for entertainment purposes. I am married to a software engineer, so I know how they're built, and I have used Spirit Talker app, which with her it was always and still is. She sends nothing but positive, uplifting messages through Spirit Talker. It's really nice. It really is nice. And Necrophonic, I think she comes through is she's more like she's very soft spoken. Woman's voice. Tigger, what are you doing? What are you doing to that doll? Sorry, Susie. Oh, you're playing with a toy in front of her. Can you get your toy? Sorry, cat distraction. I've got a lot of vessels behind me, and she likes to rub against them. She's the most bizarre kitty cat. No. My animals are very comfortable in here. Aren't they? Yep, Roberta confirms. She's not used my REM pod. I've tried. I have not tried recently though. I'm sure when she's not upset with me, she may try. Will you try using a REM pod for me? Roberta, would you use a REM pod if I put a REM pod in front of you? Okay. Maybe she will. Okay, I'll grab a REM pod. I did set boundaries. I always set boundaries with all my spirits. Roberta's nothing but respectful. She's pretty amazing. I'm very fond of her. She's very special to me. And I would be devastated if something happened to her and to her vessel. So I feel pretty protective over her. I mean, I do feel protective over all of my vessels, all of my spirits here. But I have a very special bond with her because she is my first spirit vessel. Confirmed. And as crazy as it sounds, I love each and every one of them. They're all very unique spirits. They're individual people who have stories to be told, to be understood, and they all deserve to just exist and not to be here for other people's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And Roberta is pretty amazing. We spent a lot of time together. We've watched some interesting shows together, some with some mind-blowing twists at the end, which she's turned her lights on for because it's gotten her too, so. How did I prepare for bringing her home? My first spirit vessel. I read Patty Negri's Dollcraft book just because I had picked it up because I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't really know how to take care of a spirit vessel. A lot of the Etsy shops that you can buy or adopt spirit vessels from, a lot of them have digital books, handbooks that you can purchase for like $1, $2, whatever. I realized I had already bought a handbook, a guide to haunted dolls. And I didn't even realize it. I bought her book just for the sake of buying her book at the time. But it was so useful and had so much information in it. It prepared me for bringing home Roberta, aka Zell. And anytime I meet new people who want to be a spirit keeper, I 100% recommend people buying Patty Negri's Dollcraft book because I thought it was really helpful. Because not only does it cover haunted dolls, it also covers poppet magic. Because there's a lot of people out here who practice poppet magic. There are people out there who sell poppets. Dolls that are poppets. And people don't know what they're getting. And it's important to be educated on it. So, how do my pets react to my first haunted doll? They love her. It's like another person in this house. It's like, it's not a big deal. My dog has sniffed her, licked her face. My cat rubs against her. If I put her down on the floor, I have to stop her because she knocks her over. They're very loving towards her. Any personality quirks about Roberta? She'll go quiet if you ignore her. I don't think she's sassy. She tells you how it is, I believe, in my opinion. She's a very positive, uplifting girl's girl. I don't have one negative thing to say about her, honestly. She just wants to spread positivity. I mean, she fell in love with the fact that I did affirmation videos. She wants to be a part of those affirmation videos. She wants to uplift people. She wants to help people see themselves in a positive light. And that's important. I also feel that it's important because everyday life and thoughts in our own heads bring us down every day. And that's why I started doing affirmation videos, to help uplift myself, but also in the process to help uplift other people. And she really liked that. Still really likes it. And she wants to keep bringing positivity and uplifting other people. And she does that for me. Because living in this world today, there's so much negative and so much terrible things going on in this world that our energy and everything can bring us down in such a negative way without meaning to. So we just have to learn to lift each other up and keep doing that. Build a solid foundation of positivity and keep building each other up. She agrees. Right, Roberta? Positivity, always. Up and up and up. You want to try using a REM pod? Tigger! We got a cat. She's just so crazy. Alright, let me grab a REM pod. I will be right back. Is this going to disconnect me? I hope not. returned. I've placed the REM pod. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Okay. This is a REM pod. It makes the beep 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 sound, and that is my sound effect for this evening. Okay. Let's see if I can get her to touch it. She may or may not, and that is okay. Now if my cat will stop bumping the table, that'd be nice. Let's see if I can bribe her with some kitty treats. Ow! She has the claws in the leg. Ma'am, get down. No. 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 Down. Quit being under the table. Here, get down. Come over here. That's where the chicken feed. It's back there. Back there. On the ground. Behind you. Ma'am, behind you. Tigger, behind you. Look down. There you go. She's an old cat. We must forgive her, for she is blind. She's not really blind, but I think she might be going blind. So, we will not have those thoughts. For she is my last kitty. Okay. Alright, Roberta. I have just placed a REM pod in front of you with an antenna on it. Would you be so kind to touch the REM pod? Pretty, pretty please, with sugar on top. What if I bought you a shot of whiskey later? Will you pretty, pretty please touch the REM pod? Literally zero, nothing on the K2. Are you ignoring me now? Roberta. She does this to me. She does this on purpose, I swear. Can you please touch the REM pod? I can feel you standing next to me. It is so cold right here between me and this table with you, with your vessel. Can you please touch the REM pod? What if I took you camping with me this weekend? Oh, you spiked the EMF reader for that. Would you like to go camping with me this weekend? Do you like to go camping? Okay, let me grab my dowsing rods. Since okay. Oh, we're swaying. Roberta, would you go camping with me this weekend? Yes. Okay. Will you please touch the REM pod? Okay, so now we're thinking about it. Okay, are you just thinking about it? Ooh, I got chills. Roberta, are you going to touch the REM pod? Okay, now we're not using any tools. Are you doing this on purpose? Okay, then I guess that's that, I guess. Ooh. Are you on my left side? Yes, okay. What if I stuck the REM pod on my left side? Will you touch it? Can you please touch the REM pod since it's next to your vessel? Just not using it. Show me where Roberta is. Show me where Roberta is. Show me where Zell is. Okay, so you are over my left shoulder. Okay, so here's my question. Would you rather be called Zell? Yes, okay. Well, let's just do that. I call you Zell anyways. Do you find Zell to be prettier? Yes. Okay. Any advice I can give people who are looking to be first-time spirit keepers? Definitely do your research. Pay attention to the shops you're buying your vessels from. Are they overcharging crazy amounts for the dolls? Do they have massively long creative stories? Like ChatGPT made up stories. Yes, a lot of the keepers claim to have mediumship abilities, paranormal investigator abilities, backgrounds. Read reviews. Definitely read books on spirit keeping if you can find them. I've got, like I said, really good recommendation. If you got questions, you can find your own in thrift stores, antique stores, probably on your own shelf using a pendulum or dowsing rods. It's really simple. If you don't have a pendulum, you can use your necklace with a charm. Super easy peasy. Make rules and boundaries for every single one. They cannot hurt you. What else can I give you for advice? Follow your intuition. Always follow your intuition. There's lots of groups on Facebook, or I'm not sure about Instagram. I haven't really looked on Instagram. But you'll find a lot of people like taking pictures of dolls, asking others what they feel. Just follow your intuition. If you feel something weird about a doll or stuffed animal or a trinket box or a glass bottle, because I've got a bottle up there, it looks like a vase, it probably has an attachment to it. A locket, it can literally be anything with an attachment. Just follow your intuition. Investigate your own vessel and be patient with them. They may go quiet after you've brought them home. It takes time for them to figure you out, because when you're trying to figure them out, they're trying to figure you out. Are they going to be safe with you? Can they open up to you? What about everybody else in your household? Yeah. So this is Zell. She doesn't want to be called Roberta. She said she prefers Zell. We just figured that out in the stream together, and it's amazing. They're pretty amazing, and they're great companions, and you just talk to them like a regular person, because that's what they are. They're just in their energy forms. I talk to them like a regular person every day. I check in on them. I even take them to work with me, believe it or not. Isn't that right, Zell? Always ask their permission before you alter their vessels. Please, please, please. That'd be another piece of advice that I probably need to put out there. There's a lot of people out there who like to buy dolls, and they like to do art with them. I have a piece. I have a vessel that I bought. She was altered. She was altered before she was found out she had an attachment, which is fine. Not a big deal. The person I got her from is really cool. But there are people out there who just buy up a ton of dolls. They pull them apart. They alter them. They paint them. Or there's people out there who will adopt dolls, and vessels, and they know that they're a spirit vessel, and they will just alter them to look like horror dolls, without their consent. And then they would wonder why things are happening that are out of the norm, like their keys go missing, things are being moved, different kind of activity that they had before. And it's usually because they upset the attachment, the spirit, because that spirit chose that vessel for a reason. It may be something that was a prized possession. It might be something that resembled them in life, and that's why they chose it. And now you've changed and altered it without permission. So please ask for permission. Ask for permission to take their picture, or recording. I try to always ask. They're all used to it now. But you'll notice if they don't want you to take a picture, your camera won't work. If they don't want you to video them, your camera won't work. It's blurry. It's all gray. Like, I've tried taking a picture of one vessel down here on the floor. My camera went completely gray and fuzzy and weird. I've had spirits while TikTok live completely freeze up my phone and do weird stuff with it when I'm trying to do something. It's always ask permission. Always ask permission. Anything else that I can add to having Zell is my first. I don't know, Zell, you got anything else for me to share? I like adopting from people. If I do adopt anymore, minimalist stories. I like to do my own investigations. I like to learn because I have my own abilities. I can hear them. And a lot of the time, you'll get these wild stories from people, and they're not even true. So, I mean, you can spend $1,200 on this crazy doll with this ancient Egyptian goddess spirit attached to it with some crazy background story if you want. Some people do. It's probably BS, but you know. Ooh, I'm getting pressure. There are people out there who do summon and bind spirits to vessels. There's something. That's something you could look out for if it's not something you're into. Just an FYI. I don't know. To each their own, I suppose. I like finding my own. But sometimes I find some that I just totally vibe with that are up for adoption. Like Zell. Huh, Zell? We vibe, don't we? Except for when you're mad at me. But when you have like 40 plus vessels in your home. But I will do better, right, Zell? I heard. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that. Just don't shake my bed. Penelope already shakes my bed. I have been woken up with my bed being shook. I woke up with someone tracing the bridge of my nose. Last night I woke up a lot with lights on in my room. I hear a lot of knocking. Zeldoc's on the wall. Zell, do you like to knock on the wall? Can you touch the K2 meter? She's like, girl, I'm not going to touch this for you. She won't even touch the REM pod. Okay. Anyways. That's a cat hair on my nose. Thank you for everybody who's been here. And I will see you next time.